I think let's start with our alternate nostril till people join. Okay. So we'll do our
Okay.
Nadish. Good morning. Good morning. We'll start our alternate nostril. Okay. And we are. I just thought we'll start at the very beginning. So we'll sit on a chair very comfortably. Okay. Let's do our Nadi Shuddh. Very slowly finish the round that you're in. Alright, so today we'll have our very interesting mudra, which is supposed to be something good for the heart. Sanjeevni mudra. Okay, so the index finger comes to the base of the thumb. The thumb touches two fingers, the middle finger and ring finger. So it's a very interesting. So it's also called Apana Vayu mudra. So index finger comes to the base of the thumb touches the middle finger and the ring finger, and the pinky stands out. Okay, so hopefully you got that. Any questions? Sanjeevni mudra or Apana Vayu mudra. Alright, so we'll hold this, and I know quite a few of us can sit on the ground, but I just thought since we are starting right back, it'll be good to see completely okay sometimes to have a chair practice. And sometimes when we are doing regular asanas, I forget to show the chair modifications. So let's, even if you can sit on the ground, let's sit on a chair, okay?
So is the index finger base of the thumb or at the palm?
Yeah, it could be anywhere actually, but if it comes to the base of the thumb, great. If it curls any which ways, this is also okay.
Okay.
Or if it's just touching the base of the thumb. Idea is this is the Vayu is coming down. That's all. So if it touches here doesn't matter. Base of the thumb is completely okay. And thumb is touching this. So this is Vayu, Apana. So Apana Vayu Mudra. So just thinking of. Someone had a question?
No, thank you.
Okay. Alright, so holding the Apana Vayu Mudra or Sanjeevni Mudra, just resting on the chair. Just taking your time to settle into your own body. And again, remember that mudra is a light touch. So it's not that by pressing harder we're getting some more effect. Just a light pranic circuit. Just get very, very aware of what body parts are touching the ground, what body parts are touching the chair. Enjoying the support that the chair affords or gives. And also getting very aware of where you are right now, the surroundings, what you can hear in your room, your environment. And now start tuning to your breath. How is your energy, your prana this morning? Can you follow your inhale and exhale? Your complete focus on the inhale and exhale. Following it from start to finish. And just checking, what are the qualities of my breath this morning? Is it shallow? Is it deep? Is it smooth or does it have any friction? Our breath is a very good barometer for what's happening in our life. Whether we are stressed, whether we are relaxed, our breath pattern immediately reflects it. So just see if you can start taking some slow, deep inhales and exhales. Can I mindfully give my breath those two qualities of being slow and deep? And I'm just getting very aware of the mudra we are holding, the Sanjeevani mudra. Just for a moment thinking about the heart. And perhaps connecting to it and feeling open. Ready to spread your energy, your love. Remembering that we get what we give. Whatever energy we give out in the world, that's the energy that comes right back to us. So can I always keep an open heart, ready to accept the people around me, accept the situation. Let's start making our exhales a little bit longer. On the next inhale, let's open our eyes. Let's release the Sanjeevani Mudra. Let's join our hands together. Just acknowledging one another as we start our chair practice this morning. Interlace our hands and let's stretch up, lengthen up. Maybe the head can bow out here, arms are stretched up. Perhaps continuing that deep inhale and a little bit longer exhale. Just feeling the stretch along the side body, along the armpit. And then just start side bending. And now we'll get our side bend. We'll keep one hand on the opposite knee to anchor us and then do our side bend. And let's switch. And one more time. And then the other side. And come back to center. So we can twist right here. So inhale here, exhale to hold your chair and twist. And come back to center. Inhale in the center, exhale, twist. And come back to center. We'll continue the same way how we do when we are on the ground. Inhale, open the chest, look up. Exhale, palms together, rounding the upper back. And just continue at your pace. And relax. Let's continue with shoulder circles. Nice big circles clockwise and anti-clockwise. And relax. Let's take the shoulders up to the ears and exhale it out. Inhale up. Inhale up. And relax. Let's do our reverse namaste. So you might have to come a little bit forward. And make sure the head doesn't come forward. Pull the head back, sit up nice and tall. External rotation, if possible, take the elbows a little bit back. So elbows start coming in the front, take the elbows back, sit up nice and tall. And then look over our shoulder. And come back to center. Let's look the other side. And come back to center. Let's drop one ear to the shoulder. And come back to center. Let's drop to the other side. And come back to center. And slowly release the hand. Let's do our wrist rotations right here. Thumb goes in, clockwise circles. And change the direction. And let's switch. Clockwise circles. And change the direction. And relax. Fingers open and close. Just the knuckles are bending in and out. Spreading the fingers in 5 different directions. Just open, close. And then get the fingers down to the wrist and pull them back. And then shake it off. Alright, 2 more things we'll do for our shoulders. One is as simple as, as these are W arms. So bring them forward as much as I guess they become M. And then take them back. When you come here, squeeze a little bit. So my thumb is pointing to the back. Just squeeze a little bit right here. So elbows are going back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. So a couple of times the M to W, M to W. And the next time we come to W, thumbs are pointing back, squeeze the shoulder blades. So even if, chair practice probably, it's easy for you, but these are simple things that we can do if you have a desk job or if you're sitting for too long. Just once in a while, few shoulder squeezes. And relax. And of course, we can always do shoulder circles sometime during the day. If you need a strap for Gomukhasana, take a strap. So right hand goes up, as if you're patting yourself on the back. And the other hand goes internal rotation and you hold both your fingers. And if they don't reach, just try to see if you can put a little effort, fingers walking closer every time. And if they are touching, see if you can interlace, maybe clasp the fingers. Lift your head up, the upper arm, elbows pointing to the ceiling. And just take deep breaths right here. And relax. Let's switch. The other arm comes up, patting yourself, interlace your fingers, and feel this nice stretch right here along your biceps, triceps. The elbows pointing up to the ceiling. So a little bit of our, if you're sitting on the chair for too long, we can do right here, how we do our tippy toe. So lifting your heels right here. Heels go up, down, up, down. And this is also very, very good for circulation of our body fluid of blood. Getting some movement, just heels go up, down, down. And then also start stomping, quick walk. And relax. Alright, so a little bit exactly what we do down. So we cannot take one leg and just start dynamically kicking. This is a little bit for the knee. So do it on the chair itself, sitting here, just kicking out. And maybe each time, just to make it a little bit more challenging, bring the knee to the chest. So in and out, in and out. And next time, keep it out, exactly what we do when we are down. So pull the toes towards you, press the heel away. When we hover the leg, and hopefully you will feel your quadricep muscles working right here. And right here, point and flex, point and flex. And ankle circles right here. Change the direction. And relax. Let's do the other side. So dynamically kicking out. Bend the knee, extend. Just getting circulation right here. Good for the knees. Each time get the knee closer to the chest if possible. And next time keep it out. You're pulling the toes in, pressing the heel out. Activating your quadricep muscles out here. And then start pointing and flexing, pointing and flexing. And ankle circles clockwise and anti-clockwise. And relax. Alright, come a little bit to the top, kind of middle of the chair instead of just settling back, just a little bit to the front. So anytime we do our pigeon pose, which is basically a number 4. Sometimes we have done it on the mat. It's a pretty hard pose, pigeon pose, or sometimes when we are on our back, we do that number 4. Both of them are kind of variations of doing number 4. You can always do it in a chair. So when I'm showing it, it's very hard to suddenly remember how to do in the chair. But this is something you can remember from today. If pigeon pose on the ground is hard or on the back, do it this way. You're still getting that external rotation. Pull the toes in. With your hand, you're just gently pressing the thigh in and out. If possible, hug it to the opposite knee. To the opposite armpit. And relax it down. Inhale the arms up and slowly hinge forward. You're hinging from the hips. So don't round your back, keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't hold your breath. And inhale, come back up. And relax. Alright, so variation of pigeon pose or number 4 that we do on our back. Alright, so pressing that thigh down, just a little up and down. And then just see, can you hug it, take it to the opposite armpit. And then relax it back to number 4. Inhale the arms up, lengthen up, and exhale, hinge, keep going forward, forward, forward. Once you find your stopping point, keep taking your inhales and exhales. And relax. Alright, so we still have come a little bit to the top of the chair, not really very back, somewhere a little bit top of the chair. Open the knees up a little bit And remember, the knees always track the toes. The knees are not here, knees are always going in the same direction as toes. So this could be our goddess pose. Okay, so I'm just showing different variations today. Okay, so goddess pose right here. Just take your deep inhales and exhales, and if you want an extra challenge, see if you can lift up into actual goddess. But remember, the chair is right there, so you don't have to, but if you want, you can lift up. But I was just showing a regular chair pose. Goddess is perfectly alright. Alright, now one more time, hold goddess pose and get that tongue out. Okay, this is good for the thyroid, good to activate our glands out here, and you're going to have the gaze and the third eye. Okay, so inhale. And relax. Maybe relax the hands. We'll do that 2 more times. Okay, so coming back to goddess. Inhale. One more time. Inhale, it's a fierce goddess. Okay, so give it all. And relax. You can just massage your neck. And relax. Next one is somewhat of a side angle. When we can do it right on your chair. So one arm is resting. If you guys remember side angle. So if you're going to the right, the left leg can extend out a little bit. So it can be in the front also. It doesn't have to be so much to the side. If it feels awkward, bring it to the front. Okay, see where you are. But again, side angle can be right here. Stretching, lengthening. And come back to center. Let's do side angle on the other side. So remember, one knee is bent, other leg can be going a little bit to the front, anchoring you down, resting on mid thigh, and lengthen. The arm is near your upper ear. Lengthen, lengthen, and you can kind of turn to look at the ceiling. Getting very aware of how's your breath right now. And relax. Alright, so same way triangle can be done right here. Okay, so once again one leg comes out, and this time instead of going towards that bent knee, I can keep a block or I can keep my hand on my shin. So this can be a variation of triangle. Again, I'm not sitting way back, I'm somewhere on the top of my chair. Okay, so again one knee is bent, one leg is straight, hand can be on the chair, and this can be a triangle. So this time I'm going towards the long leg. And from here I can come into warrior 2, which is arms are long, and just turn my gaze toward the bent knee. And relax. Let's do this on the other side. So kind of a version of triangle. So one leg is out, one knee is bent. I'm going towards that long leg. Okay, if you need a block, the hand can be on the block, coming into triangle. Trikonasana. And coming into our warrior 2, so arms come at shoulder height. The only thing that turns is the head. Extending your arms out. And then relax the hands down. Alright. So now warrior 1 is a little bit tricky or interesting. So I'm completely going to turn away from the screen. Doesn't matter whichever side you turn. So one butt is on the chair. So use the back of the chair to get that nice support. And you could stay right here. This could be your warrior 1. Completely alright. You're still hopefully getting a little hip flexor stretch on your thigh. Okay, this could be your warrior 1. But if you want, you can try extending it to the back or to the side. So whatever feels good to you, getting that nice hip flexor stretch. So kind of like, I guess, one butt is on the chair and one arm comes up. If you feel steady, both hands come up. Taking deep breaths right here. And relax. Let's go to the other side. So you could be, I guess, 90-90 completely alright right here, or take the legs a little bit back. One butt is in the chair, hands come up. One hand could be on the chair, one hand could be up. Just see what feels good to you. Still enjoying that hip flexor stretch. And slowly release the hands, come back to center. Alright, so next thing which you do, which you sometimes either on the ground or on the chair we do, again I'm still on top of my chair, we do our wiper movements. This is how we could do wiper movements. Completely alright to do it on the chair. And next one we do is, sometimes we do a Duryodhanasana, which is an internal rotation of our knee. So for that, if you have a low block, you can really enjoy that internal rotation. So my one foot is on the lower block. You've got to keep it at the right distance where the foot, only the big toe side of the foot is touching, and get this nice internal rotation. So hopefully you guys are getting that. So what I'm trying to do is the same thing we do when we're on the ground, but you can get it on a chair too. So the thigh is coming 90, kind of 90, and toes are on the big toe side is on the block, and sit up nice and tall. Just hopefully still getting an internal rotation. And let's do it the other side. So move the block, find that right distance where the big toe side of the foot can, it has to be a little bit away from you also. And you're getting an internal rotation. Internal rotation, 90-90 as much as possible. So if you remember this, we have done this while seated. I usually call this the crime scene, 90-90, where your leg is twisted. But why this is good, why is internal rotation good? Because you get a little bit activation of your outer hip right here. And relax. And then we can do butterfly, the one that we do on the ground. So you can find the right height for your blocks. Keep both of them in the center, and this is how butterfly is going to be. Just showing you variations that you can do. You can keep a low stool, you can keep one more chair in front of you. Coming into butterfly. And sitting up nice and tall. Even here we can do a little bit, open and close. And relax. And now comes our Malasana. We will do it chair, and if you want to challenge yourself, we can do it the regular way too. But I did want to show, so my blocks are kind of at an angle, 45 degrees to the outside, and my feet are on the block. This is a completely good way to do it. Okay, anytime there's knee pain and you don't want to do it, you're still getting that squat-like position. Your knees are going to be pushed out with your elbows sitting up nice and tall. Or your hands could be pushing. Maybe to challenge, we can do our hands like this and pressing out. Still lengthening out. And taking deep breaths right here. And relax. Alright. Then we do our big toe pose, which is our hamstring stretch. So if you have your strap, so this is sometimes we do it when we are lying on our ground, right? We do the big toe, the leg goes up, the leg goes to the side. So I'm just trying to show that we can do this from the chair too. Let's say getting up and going down is a little hard. Just always find the way it works. So you have the strap in both hands, and I'm pushing the heel out. Pretty much getting that same hamstring stretch, pushing the leg out. Pulling the toes in, pushing the heel towards me. And sitting up nice and tall. Transfer the strap to the same hand and take it a bit to the side. And again, the other knee can kind of anchor you to the side. And sit up nice and tall, pushing that foot away, enjoying this inner thigh stretch. And come back to center. And we'll try to take, first of all, hold it with the other hand and just take a little bit to the other side. May not be able to go too far, but wherever you can go to the other side. And relax. Let's do this on the other side too. So still getting the same three-way stretch, three directions. Pushing the heel out. Pull the toes in, press the heel away towards me. And transfer the strap to the same hand, open the leg to the side. The other knee, the bent knee could be going in the opposite direction. And come back to center and let's cross the midline. See if you can get this nice outer hip stretch. And maybe for us, if it's easy or something like that, you can always get a little bit more of a twist if you want. And relax. Alright, the next one I wanted to show is Marichi Asana, which when we sit on the ground and get a twist. So you could have one block, keep the bent knee, keep the foot on the block. The other leg is extended out. Sit up nice and tall. And remember, we go towards the bent knee. So you could be hugging or take that arm over and get your twist. So hopefully you're getting it. One knee is bent, the foot is on the block. Lengthen up first and then get a twist. Feel that twist starting from that lower belly. Your hand could this time be to the outside of the elbow as if it's going down towards the foot. Inhale, lengthen up, exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen up, exhale, twist. And come back to center. Let's go to the other side. This is our Marichi Asana twist. Knee is bent, foot is on the block, and other leg is extended out. The heel could be touching the ground. The extended leg, maybe you can't see, but the heel is touching the ground. Inhale, lengthen up. This could be where you are, or you could take your arm over. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, find the back of the chair. Keep twisting. The twist starting from the lower belly. Inhale up, exhale, and twist. And come back to center. And release, remove the blocks from your sides. And let's take a little break. So when we do our wide-legged forward fold, we can just slowly, either your hands could be on blocks, you could be resting here, or if possible, take your hands down, down, down and rest. So just see where you are, however you want to rest. So your hands could be in the block, this could be your wide-legged forward fold, or your hands could come all the way to the ground and rest here. Just take deep breaths right here. The elbows are bending to the back. And slowly inhale and come up. Alright, so bring the feet back together and sit up nice and tall. We have a couple of more poses. So just see, it's a lot of things we can do from the chair itself. We can get a forward bend, we can get side bending. This one is a really good one. It's I think it's probably better on the chair. You get this nice belly compression. It is called Manduk Asana, frog pose. So my knees are together, thighs are together, sitting up nice and tall. Make fist with both your hands. So thumb goes in, make a fist with both your hands. Both the fists are going to be somewhat on your lower belly. So not high, but lower belly. Kind of nestle it out there. Either side of your belly button lower. Inhale, you're going to lengthen up. Exhale, hinge forward. Keep hinging forward. As you exhale, keep hinging, keep hinging. Stop at that flat back, long neck. Actually, we're holding here with no breath. And inhale, come up. Alright, so hopefully we got it. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we go and we hold there with a long back and neck. Feel that compression here, okay? Again, fist on either side of our lower belly. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, hinge forward, hinge forward, hinge forward. Keep going. Feel that compression. Once you're there, again, the elbows can go a little bit towards the body, towards the back. And inhale, come up. Take a little break. And we can do it one more time. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward, keep going, keep going, keep going. And inhale, come up. And relax. That can be a really good bit. Okay, this is Mandukasana is supposed to be good. It activates, stimulates all our internal organs, good for diabetes also. Okay, it stimulates the pancreas. Alright, so let's say we want to do cobra and bridge on the chair. So cobra is very nice and you still get that same back bend, right? So if you cannot, I mean sometimes an injury can make us sit on a chair, right? So let's say we cannot go down and do the full cobra. Right here, holding the chair, again I'm a little bit to the front of the chair. Hold the chair, idea is the elbows are coming towards each other. Inhale, lengthen up and look back. Squeeze the shoulder blades as much as possible. Still feeling that back bend and relax. So again, it depends on your chair. Maybe you can hold the back of the chair, down, wherever, the seat of the chair, whatever is a good place for you to hold. Elbows are going in. Get that squeeze. Inhale, lengthen and go back, back, back. And relax. Alright, this one, the next one is a little challenging and then we'll stand up, okay? But this one is kind of a bridge or you can call it Purvottanasana. When we are on our, we're in Dandasana, L shape and sometimes you're gone up. Anyway, you see it then you'll know which one I'm talking about. So knees could be bent, maybe see it once because once you go up you won't know what you're doing. So you're holding the base of the chair and again a little bit to the front of my chair. You could just lift up and sit back. This could be it. Okay, so again choose your variation. Pressing the feet down, I could come up more and then come back. Stay as much as your capacity. As much as possible, keep the knees together, parallel, thighs parallel. If you want a little bit more challenge, take the feet away. So instead of keeping 90-90, take the feet a little bit forward. Either way, please hold the chair properly. Keep the knees parallel. So don't take the legs apart. Knees and thighs are parallel. Inhale up. So it's called reverse plank or bridge. Again, you're feeling a squeeze of the shoulder blades. Exhale, relax. This is probably the most challenging one, okay? Let's do one more time. Relax first, relax. So remember when you go up, the shoulders are more or less over the wrist, okay? The knees are not splaying apart, knees are together. Inhale, let's go up. Once you're at the top position, take 1 or 2 breaths, don't hold your breath. And slowly relax down. Relax, take a little breather because the next one we're going to be standing up and doing a chair pose. Okay, so let's take a little breather. Alright, next one is basically a chair pose that we do Utkatasana. So I like to do it the way when we cross our forearms and hold our earlobes. Okay. If for any reason you don't like this, your hands could be down, your hands could be holding the chair. But if you can, pull your earlobes down and have that intention, I'm about to stand up. But first we'll do it dynamically. So press the feet down, inhale up, exhale, sit right back. Just keep going dynamically, in and out. Pulling your earlobes down. And this is a very functional movement. We want to be able to go up and down as much as possible. We're not having an arch in our lower back. And next time, sit down. Change.
Does it matter if your right arm is over or left is over?
Doesn't matter, because right now we were doing it, we're going to change it.
Okay.
Right now we change the cross, whatever your cross was, we change the cross, pulling your earlobes down, and now we hold it. It doesn't matter, whichever one you did, we did dynamically, and now we are holding the chair pose. So when you hold it, your kind of butt is in mid-air. You're not arching your back, back is nice and long. Knees are parallel, thighs are parallel. Not suspended breath, keep trying to inhale and exhale. And slowly stand up. Yay, we're finally standing. Alright, so we'll use the chair and stand any one side. Just showed you hopefully, and again you can always ask if there's any variation you need, but just showing different ways we can get the poses on the chair itself. Now we have the support of the chair, we don't need it, we don't need to use it then. Just tippy toe what we usually do, but remember you always have the chair. So use, always, even if I forget, have a chair, have the wall close to you. Because you guys are on Zoom, have to make sure you guys are safe. Alright, no falling. And again, see if you can come on your toes and heels. When I come on the heels, maybe when I have the chair, it's easier to lift the 10 toes. So up and down. Next time, staying up, high on the toes, stay up on the toes. If you can get both hands or at least one hand lengthening up. And slowly come down. One more time. Coming up high on the toes. One hand could be on the chair. One arm lengthening up. Even here, look at a drishti point. And relax down. Alright, the outside leg swings back and forth. And the outside leg makes circles clockwise, anti-clockwise. Now the outside leg kind of like a 45 degrees to the back. So I guess for you guys it will be probably the 4 o'clock position. So diagonally behind. This gets the glute. Hopefully you're feeling it. And relax. Alright, so we have to try at least, if you can do regular tree, but I wanted to show a safe way where the inside leg comes on the chair. The foot is resting on the base of the chair. So if you want to do regular tree, do it, but otherwise just try this. It's a real, still getting that nice opening in the thigh region. You're still getting the external rotation. One hand could be on the chair and we can lift up to challenge ourselves. And relax. One more time, lift up. And relax. Alright, let's do all this on the other side. So we'll still do our tippy toe here too. This is of course very simple, but I think it's really effective and good. Gets your calf muscle, gets a little blood flowing. And of course it's good for the feet, good for balance. So see if you can rock back and forth. Can you also come up on your heels and lift the 10 toes? And next time let's come up on a tippy toes. Either one hand comes up or both come up. And slowly come down. Let's do one more time. Lengthen up, lengthen up, lengthen up. And relax. The outside leg swings. And make circles clockwise, anti-clockwise, and take this outside leg 45 degrees behind. So it's kind of going backwards. So this would probably be 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock if there's a clock in front of you. And relax. Alright, the inside leg, inside foot on the chair, coming into kind of a tree position. Open pelvis. And see if you can raise the foot. And relax. One more time, raise the foot. And relax. Alright. The next one I want to do is downward dog. This is one, again, if your shoulders are hurting, completely a good idea to just do this. This is a perfectly good downward dog at the wall. At the chair, maybe you can keep the chair at the wall too. So there's no way you're slipping. Okay, so this could be at the wall. Maybe see all the variations and then decide what you want to do. So this could be your downward dog. The idea with downward dog is you're not here. Okay, your head is between your arms, you're walking a good distance away and you're coming into this V shape or a mountain shape, inverted V. Pressing the thighs back, head is right between my elbows, between my upper arms. And again, if all this is a little hard, I'll show you one more variation. This is also downward dog. You're on your chair and this can be downward dog. Okay, so choose your downward dog. Let's hold it one more time. Just enjoying this one inversion. Just see how your breath is. Can you have equal inhale and exhale as you hold downward dog, whether it's at the wall, whether it's at the chair, and if you really want, on the mat. And slowly come up, step the feet together. And let's sit back on the chair. So unless you really badly want to do a complete Surya Namaskar, you can do it the traditional way. But I wanted to do one chair Surya Namaskar, just to see that again it's possible to do it, as long as the intention is the same. Again, whatever pose we do, our visualization, our intention should be the complete butterfly, the complete whatever we are trying to do. So chair Surya Namaskar is a wonderful way. You're still getting that solar energy in the body. Alright, so let's try this. So it's going to be again a little bit forward, you're not resting back. So palms together. Same intention, gratitude for the sun. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, kind of forward hinging, and hands could be either on the feet or to the side. Bow your head. Inhale, come up. As you come up, hug the right knee in and look back. Exhale, forehead to the knee. And then relax the hand. Inhale up. And this time when you inhale up, remember the downward dog, lift the legs up too. This would be our downward dog. Lift the arms and legs up. Lift the legs up. Legs come up into this downward dog. Then relax the knees, relax the hands, hug the other knee and look back. Then come forward, forehead coming towards the knee. And one more time, downward dog, lift the feet up and relax the hands, relax. Kind of come into this grip where you're either into like a clasp between your arms. Just twist to one side, come back to center, twist to the other, and come back to center. Bow one more time, and inhale up, and gratitude. is just one variation. There's many different ways also of doing it on the chair, but just an idea of increasing the solar energy. Okay, so we're going to do our resting on the chair, and we'll do our Nadi Shodhana, and then we can go into traditional Shavasana. Okay, but I do want to do Nadi Shodhana for 2 minutes. And today for resting in Shavasana, you could just sit in the chair and rest, but I would like you to try Shavasana with legs up on the chair. Okay, so go down carefully, and this is be a good way to rest. Okay, but hold on, we're still doing our Nadi Shodhana. Sorry, we're doing our Nadi Shodhana first. Just wanted to show you what's coming next, that's all. Sit back on the chair, relax, use the backrest, sit up nice and tall. And before we even start, let's kind of again observe our breath. Palms could be on the thigh or palms could be facing up. Just observe your breath. Just thinking about all the different things we did just with the chair. Hopefully we still feel a little bit more awake, still feel a little good stretch. Knowing that maybe anything that I can remember, I can take away and use it in my work day or when I find myself sitting for too long. Maybe I can do a couple of twists, leg lift, shoulder circles. Just observing the breath. And perhaps let us do today mental Nadi Shodhana. I was talking about the power of our visualization. So even without using our hands, just imagine that I'm activating my left nostril, inhaling from the left, exhaling from the right. And then inhale right, exhale left. Just keep this pattern going. Just using the power of our imagination is still as effective. Just keeping that transaction left to right, right to left, very smooth and even. There is no rush. Just bringing balance in our breath, balance in our emotions, balance in our thoughts. Just keeping your entire attention left to right, right to left. Perhaps a visual of 2 oil containers can help you. So imagine that you're pouring oil from the left container to the right, and then from the right container to the left. Very smooth transaction, left to right, right to left. Just enjoying and savoring our own breath. And whenever you finish a round, which is exhaling from the left, just the way we began, just stop and come back to your normal breathing pattern. And very slowly, intentionally transition to Shavasana. You could, if you want to, you can continue resting on the chair. If you go down, you can do the traditional Shavasana and just remove the chair completely. But just try what happens when you have the legs up on the chair. So your calves will be on the chair. Either way, choosing something that's comfortable, something that you like. Just giving yourself this next couple of minutes to completely rest. Shavasana is the most important part of the practice. Just taking your time to settle down. If you have glasses, remove your glasses.